We continue cashing you boys out in the NFL preseason. Today, it's Sunday, August 17th. As always, I hop on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy. I have been finding insane values on this app. If you look at it, Justin Herbert's line was 45.5 on PrizePicks. 54.5 on Underdog. I told you to take the only over, but only on PrizePicks. Lands right on 46. I have found two picks that have insane value. One on PrizePicks, one on Underdog Fantasy. If you're literally on the wrong app, I'm telling you, you're going to be losing money. I am the profit king right now on YouTube for NFL preseason. Before we go into that, though, we got two good games on this Sunday slate. Firstly, I want you guys to go down there and first hit a like on the video. Only takes one click. Really do appreciate all the likes. Does help push this video out to the algorithm. And while you're down there, guys, go and subscribe. Every single day, I'm going to hop on here and give you guys my two best bets. I do WNBA bets. When it's NFL preseason games, I'm going to be doing on the NFL preseason. And when the NFL season comes on, you know we're going to be up so many units. We're going to be cashing you boys out like crazy. So digging deeper into this, look at how much line discrepancy you can get playing on Underdog versus PrizePicks. So firstly, PrizePicks was much better if you want this over for Justin Herbert. It only cashed on PrizePicks because the line was 9 passing yards lower. That's like a 20% decrease of passing yards. But on the opposite side, I wanted Cam Ward's under the game before. What happens? 65.5 on Underdog, 47.5 on PrizePicks. You honestly want to take that on Underdog. I am finding a ton of values, and I continue doing that today. My first pick, I want Caleb Williams under. Look at Caleb Williams, 54.5 on PrizePicks. Wouldn't say I love that, but go over to Underdog Fantasy and scroll down. We're getting Caleb at 61.5. That is a 7-yard difference. I'll show you guys why I like this line. Firstly, going into the NFL preseason. Before I actually go into that, I want to quickly plug our Winible VIP. It'll be top link in the description. On the VIP, I hit at around a 70% rate. Firstly, you can sign up for the free VIP. It's just one extra bet every single day. If you don't want one bet that hits at 70% rate, I don't know what you're doing. Everyone who loves the NFL, go join the Winible VIP. You'll also get 4 extra bets for the week or the month, but you can kind of hop on the free pick, hop on this for free and see if you like these bets. If you can cop the full VIP, I'll be making a ton of profit for you guys in the NFL season. That will be top link in the description. So getting back over to Caleb Williams, why do I like his under? Firstly, quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks that go out there, they play 1 or 2 drives. These lines are way too high. I'm going to show you guys some examples in this game. So firstly, go over to week 1 and go to a game. Let me think of who started week 1. I don't know if we got a lot of starters, but in week 2, like just an example, Drake May goes out there, plays 1 or 2 drives. 4 completions, 46 yards, much under that 61.5. I'll go to all the starters I can think of and show you how it's so hard to get over this line. Even Justin Herbert, where I took you to take the over last time, which barely did hit, he only got 46 yards, way under that 61.5. Other starters I can think of, and guys, I'm not even trying to find starters that I know went under. I'm finding guys that I just know started in general, that are regular starters in the regular season. I know J.J. McCarthy started, I think it was this game. And what does he do? 30 yards in 1 or 2 drives. Bryce Young, that's another guy I know started. Let's see what he did. Was it this game he started? 58 yards. So again, he had a good game, 58 yards, but still, it's so hard to get over this 61.5 yards. And Bryce Young, that was one game. The other game, I'm pretty sure he went under 2 if I can find Panthers versus Texans. Bryce Young, yeah, plays 1 drive, 0 yards. I expect Caleb to go out there, play 1 or 2 drives. He hasn't really been looking amazing in these games. We're getting a huge line advantage at 61.5. He literally needs like a touchdown drive for him to go over. The only guy I know that's really gone out here and crushed his passing yards line was Joe Burrow in the first game, where he played 2 drives, completed 90% of his passes, had a great game. So again, not all of these guys are going under, but Caleb has been struggling a bit in training camp. Caleb is coming into this offense, hasn't played yet. They're going to try to build him some momentum, but when we're getting in at 61.5, I really think we are finding value. Even a guy like Cam Ward, like where I took the under before, Cam Ward was so hyped going into that game. He only had 42 passing yards. I really do love Caleb Williams under 61.5 as my first official best bet. And showing you guys, like I'm always plugging PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy. If you use code BROS, BROS, when signing up, both of them will give you free money. They'll give you free props, and you'll be able to line shop because my first pick is actually better on Underdog. Obviously, this under, but my second pick, it will be better on PrizePicks, and I'll get into that. So what the deposit matches are, if you use code BROS, BROS, on PrizePicks, a free $50 on any play, $10 or more. So go in there. If you're a new user, just put $10, use our code BROS, and once you play that first $10, you get an extra $50 on top of that. That's a 500% return on your investment. Underdog, a bit differently, they will double your first deposit up to $1,000. That's literally just free money. up to that $1,000. And also on there's free picks. So when you sign into Underdog, when you're a new user, at the top of your pick and page, you'll get your own automatic free pick at the top of there. That means not only are you getting a deposit match, you're also getting a free winner, which is just another way to build up your money on your account. And PrizePicks will constantly run these free picks. Again, these are WNBA free picks, but I tell you guys every video, it doesn't matter if the line is Asia Wilson, who you probably don't even know, 0.5 points when her line's normally 21 or like 21 and a half, 22 and a half, or if it's Caleb Williams, 0.5 passing yards. It doesn't matter. These are free picks. I would bet on like ping pong if it was a free pick. I wouldn't care. Free picks are guaranteed winners. They're just ways to build up your money. It doesn't matter that right now they're not offering them on NFL. They're offering them more WNBA, but they're guaranteed to win anyway, so I don't care what I'm betting on. PrizePicks constantly has these free picks. Underdog constantly has these free picks for new users, so you guys can win your first pick and get that deposit match, which is free money. My pick number 2 is slightly better on PrizePicks. Like I said, if you've been following the NFL, you know this guy. Cam Little went out there and knocked in a 70-yard field goal. What is his line at? 1.5 field goals. It's at 0.91 on Underdog. That means on a normal pick, I'm losing a ton of value. 0.91 means like instead of $20 turning into 65, it'll probably turn into like 55. And if you have a massive leg parlay or you're playing more than $20, that's a ton of money lost. But go over to PrizePicks and search up Cam Little. You're just getting this right at 1.5 field goals. You don't have to worry. But if he lands on 2, this line's not juiced to the over, you're going to be heavily more profitable because PrizePicks a lot of the times, they don't do these weird adjustables where you only get 0.91 or you only get 8. They just have flat lines. And that means when you find the value of when Underdog has the 0.9 but PrizePicks has the flat lines, you're going to make a lot more money on PrizePicks. So we know this guy went out there, hit a 70-yard field goal, but he didn't just only go out there and hit a 70-yard field goal. If we go into this Jaguars game and look at week 1, where can I find Jaguars week 1? So if you go to the Jaguars, Cam Little, what does he do? Knocks in a 70-yard field goal, but he also hits 4 field goals. Obviously, he doesn't miss one. He had a great game, but he hit 4 of them in a 25-point game. This game against the Saints, I expect it to be decently high scoring. We get the starters there at the start. I expect a guy like Trevor Lawrence to drive down the field a little bit in his first couple drives. I expect Brian Thomas Jr., Tank Bigsby. They're going to get into the red zone at least. They're going to try out Cam Little, make sure he is their guy in this offense. 1.5 field goals is juiced on Underdog for a reason, and that means it's very, very valuable on PrizePicks. Love his over 1.5 field goals. Love fading Caleb Williams passing yards. Thank you boys for watching. Again, go claim your 1 extra VIP bet. Top link in the description on Winible. It's free. I'll be sending these out all NFL season. Later on to the season, I'll be sending out full parlays. I'll be sending out full picks when we have full games. I'm really going to be cashing you boys out a lot this season, so you're going to want to subscribe. Join PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy to play these lines, because if you're on the wrong one, you only get value on like one of these. When Caleb's better on Underdog, Cam Little's better on PrizePicks. Sign up for both with code BROS. Get that free money and that free prop. Let's go 2-0 today. I really like these bets, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the NFL preseason.